What is happening here? What does this look like? Guys, it's your favorite point and kill dish with a lot of assorted assortees. So, welcome back to this lovely channel. Tea Menu Eat Healthy Live Longer is yet another edition. I'm going to be showing you how I put together this sumptuous dish. Here is our point and kill. It's already been slaughtered in the market. So I start by preparing it using some lemon. Already the lemon, I squeezed out the juice and kept it one side. If you can peep inside this bowl, you will see some snail as well. That's just among the the little assortees that will be added to this point and kill. So you go ahead to wash it with some hot water first because the sliminess not be here. God, guys, this fish is extremely slimy. You won't believe that I have used alum to wash it prior to adding this hot water, but it still appears to be seriously as usual. Well, it's nature. Meanwhile, this hot water is very important because it helps to give it some level of firmness and toughen the meat. Although, regardless, it will always break. If it breaks, it's fine. If it doesn't, it's all fine. At the end of the day, everything is entering the mark. So that is it for that. I already washed it with hot water. Now I put it inside cold water, change the water, and using the lemon now to clean it out, as you see. And we're gradually moving. So I washed it like about 2 times. About 3 times. Countless times. But I wash it until it's very okay and good to go. As you can see here, the water is already clean enough for me to know, yeah, I have reached, and the fish is still a bit slimy, so I have to reach out for the alum once again and give it a little quick touch before I start cooking. Now, as I'm done with the whole washing and rinsing, I transfer into a pot, and here is the remaining assortees. As I mentioned earlier, so I just put in my onions and some black pepper or Cameroon pepper and add some salt. So now I'm going to put some of the lemon juice. Importance of lemon juice to your meal, especially fish, meat, is, in fact, can be overemphasized. Brings out the taste a lot. So I actually skipped adding billion cubes to this. I set it on fire, and here is the chief flavor, and the second one by the side. This and the remaining ones, I have this nutmeg and this local one called ehuru, together with pepper and onions and some crayfish. I blend. Then the nutmeg, I decided to grate it because I wasn't sure if the blender would be able to do the job properly. And I also cut the tatashi long pepper while I blended the habanero with crayfish and the rest of them are here. I'm just done and I'm putting it right into the pot. The puree, I just finished blending it and it has gotten in to boil with the meat in order to give it that lovely flavor. I also at this point added some thyme and curry to spice things up, as I won't be using any sort of bouillon cube or artificial flavoring for it. I just want to keep it natural because that's the goal. Of course, steaming you eat healthy, live longer. Now, there are some leaf options that you can use. This is otaza leaf. It gives it some tinge of bitterness if you want to have a taste of that. Now, here is some lemongrass leaf. It's also very important for pepper soup dish. Then, here, let's unwrap it together. Okay, this is how I put my veggies, some of this seasoning in order to for it to stay longer for me around, otherwise to just dry up in the fridge. So here is the scent leaf, or some call it basil leaf, but it's locally called ncham. So this leaf is actually, I consider it the chief ingredient in your pepper soup. If you want to get that catchy flavor, this is the baba. Among here also is some curry leaf. No, I won't be putting it, but if you're a fan of that, you can go ahead and put it. It's a variety is a spice of life. So if you want to add it, it's optional. You can add the curry leaf, but nope, I won't be adding it. So I'll wrap it back and keep it aside. So the scent leaf is one of the chief ingredient leaf that really works once it comes to pepper soup. So I'll just go on to chop it, get ready to put it into the meal. Okay guys, I I go on to chop the lemongrass. Meanwhile, you have the option of putting it like that. This is actually my first time using this lemongrass for pepper soup, but I know that it's used for pepper soup before and I've been longing to try it. So, all fingers crossed. It's not poison, so I'm not going to die. I'm just going to keep my fingers crossed while I use it. Meanwhile, I just hope it's gonna taste nice, right? So I wash it and put into the pot. There is limited water already, so I still have to add some water into this pot. But meanwhile, I want to get a tinge of otaze to it, so I chop it too and I add it in. Then gently stir in everything. Add some water. Here is the cut tatashi pepper. I add it now to give it that lovely catchy color, and also some of the nutmeg that I grated earlier. I added it just now, and it's quarter to be done. I just want it to simmer for few seconds, and it's over. As you can see, the fish is already very tender and some of it are prone to breakage. That notwithstanding, this tastes delicious, and the whole aroma, the whole place is filled with its aroma. So I am done. In the beginning of this video, I showed you where I was dishing out the dish, and here is about to go down, not without the last part. Here is that previous cough syrup I told you guys about. It was made in this channel, and I'm just going to have this lovely juice by the side while I munch it down. So what can you say? Tell me your favorite carbohydrates when eating this. Are you an agidi fan like me? If you are, how many do you munch? How many can you munch? So why don't you at this point give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe, because what use if you don't subscribe to this amazing channel? Until next time on Team Menu, guys.
Bye.